Hi guys, Ronda Winstead here with you. Okay, so this is something different than I normally do. Barbra has challenged me from 49 Dragonflies to do this Rustic 7 challenge. So it's where you have a loved one pick 7 items that are not from your craft room or your studio that you have to make a tag with. And after watching Barbra's video, which I just did actually, and amazing job, Barbra, by the way. Wow, you had some really interesting items in your in your little blue bag there. So my husband put together this envelope a couple of weeks ago, and I have not opened it, obviously. So I will do so now, and we shall see how kind or unkind he was. Well, he's certainly, I guess he just wanted to make sure that I did not cheat or anything. So we shall open this and see what we can see. Oh, I don't know. This has got me just a tad bit nervous. Okay. 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 Sherry's Cafe Club. Fresh rewards. Present card at time of payment. Wow. Okay. Huh. Okay. Wow. Colgate Toothpaste. Alrighty. Empty tube. Just gets, oh. I was like, oh, a bag. But he's ripped off a piece of Christmas wrapping paper that was out in the garage. I know what shelf it was from. Okay. Nice, honey. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, and Arkansas State Park's passport. Fish Natural. We had started to fill in, we had planned on going to a bunch of different parks and whatnot, and filling in the information on them. But then that's when we had a camp trailer. And then we decided so we did do Lake Poinsett 1920. That was during the pandemic. And it just never went anywhere. So, okay, well, this could be cool. This actually, this could be a cool thing. All right. And, aha. This is the guy that we bought both of our automobiles from over in Paragould. Hi, Scott. Nice guy, by the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Save $5. More than just a ride. Pioneer Trails. Okay. Oh, how funny. Where in the world did you get this from? Okay. I have no idea where you got this from. But this gives me some ideas. Okay, and then this is number 7. Natural Delight. Supercharge your smoothies with medjool dates? Medjool dates? I have no idea. I can afford Camp for All. Can be a kid again. I wonder if this was like 2 sides of... wonder if this came from the same magazine or something. Okay. Well, a tag. And then I noticed in Barbra's video that she mentioned something about graph paper. Now, that was not mentioned to me in the beginning on this, so I'm assuming that I can or don't have to use the graph paper, that it's an optional thing. So, let's see. Actually, Barbra, your friend, she made it way harder than I think my husband made it for me. And I don't know, maybe that's a good or a bad thing that hubby didn't trust me. But there seems to be paper stuff here that I can work with that could be interesting. Okay, let me give it a think. And we'll come back and see what we can do with this stuff. I do like reds. I do like color. So there's red going on here. Here's red. Here's red. Here's red. And he's so cute. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to give it a think a little bit, and then I shall return. Okay, I've been, I don't know. I took apart my Colgate toothpaste holder. And I think what we might do is, let's see. Actually, I have one of these, a staple remover. Let's remove those staples, maybe. And let's see. Oh, wow. Not good. Oh my goodness. Tearing my fingernail down. Sorry. I know that looks icky, but it's not hurt. It's just fingernail. No skin. No skin was hurt in this project. Okay. So, I was thinking that we could maybe glue this together and that this could become our tag base. Which side do we care? Do we really care? We probably don't. So, I am going to open up a catalog that I just received, a new Uline catalog that I don't order from very often, but when I do, I always do it online. I don't use the book, but all right, I really, honest and truthfully, have no idea what we're going to do except that we're making a tag. I know I'm making a tag. And so I'm grateful that I also know, because I'm making a tag, it's a relatively small-ish piece that we're working on. Oh, goodness gracious. I went in, when I turned the video off, I went in to where my husband is. He's working on, anyway, finances and stuff, and I said, I just opened the envelope that you put together for me, and he was a little bit like, what? And I reminded him, and then he started to laugh. He said, you ripped up some Christmas wrapping paper. He's nodded his head like, yeah, I did. All right. Okay, so let's not get this confused with this amazing, wonderful stuff here. You know, I think the only way to address this is to get out my double-sided tape, because this is a hard credit card type plastic. So it's not going to take paint well. It's not going to do well in brains, where did you go? Sanding, because sometimes, you know, shiny things you can go ahead and sand those papers down, but this won't do well with that. So anyway, I had the thought that maybe just gluing, just completely gluing, and because of the nature of what it is, it's not going to really, you know, your regular glue isn't going to stick. So we bring out the big guns. We bring out the big stuff. Let's see, 1/4 inch. Let's do with the 1/4 inch. I just buy my double-sided scrapbooking tape. I just buy it on Amazon. It's pretty inexpensive. And because I don't use it constantly, it goes quite a long ways. All right, what do we want to cover it with? This is kind of cool. Maybe, baby. Okay, you know, yeah, let's do it. Let's not overthink this. Oh, like I never overthink anything, do I? Oh. And I never complicate anything. Never, ever. I totally do. I get it. I do. I really, really do. I also have that red dotted Christmas wrapping paper, and it doesn't, you know, it could be used for, doesn't have to be Christmas because of, doesn't have all the, you know, Christmas symbols and things that we look for. So I could also do that. I could cover that. But then what would I do with it? I don't know. I don't know. I just honestly do not know. Okay, let's go ahead with our rotary cutter with your scissors or whatever it is that you use to cut will be perfect. Perfect. Absolutely. So let's just kind of put that down and see what we think when we just kind of, yeah? That's kind of fun, right? And we could sand this. This has got a bit of a gloss finish here. We could sand this, and we could, okay, we can trim this down And, okay, now I'm getting all excited to go ahead and do this. It's like, oh yeah, we could do this. We can make this work. I don't know what it's going to be, but it'll work. It'll be something. Oh, goodness. Okay. So, we will just, that will be awesome. We will cover that way. Now, let's go ahead and get some more double-sided tape. And we will attempt to, I don't know what we're going to turn this tag into. Seriously, this is a different challenge. This is a challenge. And that's why they're called challenges, you know? And it really does get you thinking outside the box of what you normally work with. And so that's super fun. So thank you, Barbara, for nominating me to do this. And I hope I do you proud. Let's see. And I honestly don't remember the gal who this came from, but I will look at Barbara's video again, and I will get her name, and I will put that in the description box so you can go and check that out as well. And so, yeah. Come on. Come on, come on. Okay. Just kind of burnish that down. Oops. And then we shall glue it. I do love double-sided tape, you guys. This, it works great for so many things. And especially with surfaces that regular glues just don't really do a whole lot for, you know. Okay, so let's just keep working on that. Okay. Now, we could put that coupon on there. It could be funky. Or we could put, we could put Scott on there. This, I think, this is going to be a, I know what it's going to be. I really, really do. Now, what do we want for the base of it? Where did my pages go? In my little book here. Notes. Let's see. We can have, let's measure, let's do some measuring. So this is approximately 3 1/4 inches deep, high, by 2 inches. So 3 1/4, 3 1/4 by 2, and there, right there is 4. Okay, Oops, open it. Open it. Okay, turn it. 3 1/4. What I'm wondering is if I can get like a little journaling spot going on the back here. You know what I mean? To be like, yeah. Yeah, baby. And, okay. Hey, you know, it is what it is. We're not, we're obviously not going to get this in a, you know what, I'm gonna cut this out, actually. I don't know why that's appealing to me, but it is. So we're just gonna go with it. Open this up again. Maybe we could pull you up a little bit more. Get you a little closer. And we'll see. Alrighty. So, two. So what are you guys working on? I hope that you are having some fun. I do. Look at that. I mean, is that just silly, but kind of fun? Yeah, totally. So let me, oh, some of this was, okay. I like, oh, no. Tape. Let's get that position down. Now I could glue this on, but it still wouldn't adhere to that very well. So I'm just going to go ahead and glue it onto the back of my coupon here, my little picture of a coupon. What'll be interesting to see how much this resembles, or, you know, with the materials that I use. I don't know. It's just kind of a fluky fun thing to do, just something to just relax and play in a different way. I think sometimes we just stress ourselves with our playtime because we put our own rules on it, don't you think? And those rules, I think, depend upon who we watch. You know, like on YouTube, other YouTubers can influence our art, of course. People in our community, you know, our family. There's all kinds of different factors that go into that. And I think one of the most important things that we need to do, but I'm not necessarily great at this. I try to be cognizant of it, but not always. And that is just to, you know, just kind of mindful playing. Just not worrying too much about anything, but just playing. Just having fun. Just, you know, not worrying about if it looks like the right thing or if it has the right whatever, or, you know, all of that kind of silly stuff that we get ourselves locked into. And just play. Okay, now I think I want to, I'm going to sand this just a bit. Okay, I'm just taken off the edge of that just a little bit. Let's just kind of wipe that down. Wipe my mat board down. Okay. Now, that was kind of a fun little doohickey. Little doohickey. Do-do-do-do. Come on along. Come on along. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. I'm going to set this aside for now because I don't know quite what else to do with it just yet. Let's work on our tag, the actual size of it. I want to make it just, I don't really want it 4 inches wide. So here again, I'm going to cut that down 3 3/4, or I think I'll do 3 1/2. And I could have done it from the one side there. Yes, I could have. I just, yeah. Yes, uh-oh. Crooked tag. Uh-oh. Tag police will be on me. Okay. And this will be my upright. And let's see, I should have some graph paper here pretty handy so we can take a peek at that. Just one sec. I didn't bring that over. Sorry, it took a little bit. I apologize. So I do have this graph paper from a composition notebook that I have been using for different projects. And that will obviously fit very well. Let's just, we won't need both sides. And we can cover that very easily. But I do want to, I want to coffee dye some of this stuff. So let me do that. Let me coffee dye some of this, and then, oh, you know what? That's in too close. And I will return. Okay. I have coffee dyed this graph paper, and I have just been thinking, what do I want to do? What do I want to do? And this tag still isn't very thick, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm also going to glue this together and trim this up just a little bit and make that a little more sturdy. It's going to give some grooves and texture to my tag that I wasn't, I don't know. We'll see how that works, but, and I may also what do I want to say? I may also, well, I can't remember. I can't remember. Oh, golly sakes. I think this is going to kill me. Oh, here lies Ronda Winstead. The challenge of the Rustic 7. killed her. And as you can see, I am going ahead and adding more of this scrapbooking tape or score tape or double-sided scrapbooking tape or whatever you know it by. And this that I'm using right now is 1/2 inch. And this will absolutely give a nice bond, if you will. And I even have, can't find it very often anymore, but I even have 1/8 inch. Sometimes when I make envelopes, I will use the 1/8 inch and leave the white on so that whoever gets it, they recognize that once you take, you know, that's your gummed surface. And yeah, so that's kind of a fun thing to do when you're, you know, giving it to somebody. Okay, we continue this wonderful creative process. Where's my I'm trying to find a little pin or something to be able to lift that off a little easy. Whoops. Houston, we have a problem. That was trying to lift off everything, including the tape, which defeats the purpose of using it in the first place. So let's see what's going on in my world today that I can share with you. There really hasn't been a whole lot. We are going to pick up our granddaughter from school today, helping Mom and Dad out a little bit. Let's see. So we want to put that right there. Okay. Okay, now let's go ahead. I'm going to stand up for this part. And I'm very happy that I have my paper rotary cutter to cut through these layers that will make this much nicer. Okay, so the weather today has been not terribly brilliant, just so-so. It's not a bad day. I don't have any complaints. It's not a sunshiny, amazing kind of day that way. But again, it's okay. And sometimes I think we just need those so-so days. Just because we need variety. Okay, let's measure. Okay, let's kind of. Alrighty. Let's see what we think of that now. Let me get rid of my Colgate scraps. Oh, that's much nicer. That's a nice thickness for a tag, a nice sturdy tag. All right. Now I do want it to look like a tag, so I am with my ruler. As you can see, this is one of the fun things about, with the rotary cutter that I can do is I can put my line this up, my ruler. I don't know if you can see the line there, the yellow line. And I put that in the center and then bring it down a little bit, and that gives me my two ends without having to cut one and then move it over and cut the other. So, okay, there we go. And I will trim this as well. I prefer tags that are not exactly, ooh, that's now nice thickness. And I'll scooch that in. Did I get that real clearly? I don't know. Okay. Okay, so all that just for shape. But we've used 1, 2 of our products, okay? And I've been thinking about making this guy the star of our tag, actually. Let's see. Oh, shoot. You know, if I hadn't have cut that when my tag was 4 inches and I cut it down to 3.5, if I had kept that just 3 3/4, I would have had a perfect. This way we have to cut his hand off. Does he care? I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. Well, let's just trim that away and see. Now we've got this that we can use, and I have to still use this. I have to use this. This is 2. This is 2. So that's, well, let's see, let's count again. No, this is 3, because I have the card itself, and then I've got one paper on one side and the different paper on the other side. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, okay. Now let's go ahead and, yeah, let's just go ahead and glue this down. I think, let me use this. We will just cover the back so that it can be written on. And my idea was that I could do both. Ooh, that's really sticky, isn't it? Both sides. I'm not sure how many extra things we're allowed to use, but I am going to just, let's see, let's kind of wipe this. It's a little bit sticky with the stick glue. I'm thinking maybe this, we need to cover one side with the red and then the back side. Okay, that's what we'll do. We shall do it. And I think I want to go ahead and line this up. Okay. And let's go ahead and trim this. And actually, with doing it this way, I probably should not have trimmed those corners. So that won't, that won't lie straight. What I should have done is cut all of that. Another time I'll show you that process. But I just want to get this done. I just want to get it done. Okay. Who'd have thunk that something that sounds awfully simple, doesn't it, would be so challenging? But it kind of is. And I guess that's why they call it a challenge. I don't know, I'm just kind of throwing that out there. Let's put that back on. Okay. So now you've got a really nice journaling spot there. And we were going to cover this. Okay. So with this one, I just want to, and that's not straight either, so I'm going to go ahead and outline my tag shape with my pencil here, hopefully. That will be doing that. Oh, kinda, sorta, a little bit. All right. And I am going to cut just inside my outline because I don't want to have to necessarily trim off a lot after I've cut it out. We'll see. We shall see what we shall see. Okay. Okay. Oh my goodness. Can't believe it's April. And not only April, but we're already a week into April, you guys. One thing I will say, and that is to wish my wonderful, wonderful, wonderful dear mother who has passed. This is her birthday. Happy birthday, Mama. I love you. And I miss you. And I look forward to seeing you again one day. And my other loved ones as well, actually. Okay, so let's go ahead now and let's glue this guy down, and then we'll see what else we can do to bring this tag to life. Okay. That's not too bad. You just smooth that out. Okay. All that just for one cute little tag. Oh, you know, if I use him, I need a pocket. I need a pocket. What if I just... I need a pocket to put my other journaling, and I've got to put this together as well. Or let's actually use this. Okay, so measuring. Okay, 3 1/4 inches. So we want to do 3 1/4 inches. Let me do this and see if this is going to make sense to you guys. Okay. And what I'm thinking is we'll just glue one of those down. So, can I add other tools to this? Can I add other things like glue or washi? Well, I have been adding glues and stuff. Hold it. Please hold it. I am thinking that it will probably be okay to add a little bit of washi tape, I'm thinking. And I've got red on the one side. I've got red here, so maybe this red I can add here. Let's give that a whirl. What's the worst that can happen? Oh, yeah. Okay. Sometimes it just takes a long time to get a plan together. Let's see, is this right side up? This is right side up. Did I do that correctly? Okay. Oh, not. That's quite crooked. Let's see if that'll come undone. Let's reposition that. See if that's better. Better. Yes, okay. We like that. And then we shall just fold here and here. And I think that I will go ahead and trim this off here. That is one thing that I really kind of like to do, and that is on the back of my tags. Sometimes I'll do these journaling. So you've got a lot of journaling area here. Now, this could use a little bit of funning up, prettying up. What do we have left to use? I can. This young man is so sweet. Oh, just hurt for people. But look, he looks so happy. Well, if I have to take my no, I don't. I don't have to. I can use other things, right? Right. Tell me I can use other things. Let's find a picture here. Although these are still within the, this is definitely within the okay zone. But we're gonna just play with this. Okay, we're gonna just very loosely, and I apologize, you guys, for how long this is taking. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. But I'm being honest. I mean, you've seen me in the raw, working on this crazy stuff. And I can't even imagine how Barbara did hers. And I haven't watched the others yet, but I really do. Looking forward to doing that as well. So here, let's get a little bit of color going on. Just for fun. Just to show that we can do this. Absolutely. Water going across, water coming down the fall there, and maybe some soft trees, and a little bit of and that's good. We don't want to mess it up too much. And now we shall coffee dye this, and I shall return. Okay, I am back, and wow, this has been, I said, oh, this is going to be so much easier than Barbra's, and I thought her items were quite challenging, and as it's worked out, I've thought, I don't know what I think about mine. I'm just like, oh, just get her done at this point. Okay, so let me tell you what I've been doing here off camera, so this won't be taking 4 hours. Okay, you've seen what I've done here. I have gone ahead and scratched that a little bit, sanded that. I may paint that. I don't know. I may just leave it alone. But here you got your journaling space. This card is done. And this took 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 2 cards. Yeah, 2 cards and no, 2 papers and 1 card. 2 papers and 1 card. So there were 3, and then this was 4 and 5, and then 6. There's 3 in here, and then 7. Well, this is part of it too. This is anyway. Yeah. Okay. So what I have done is I have grunged up the red. And then I went ahead and sanded it both directions to give it that look. And then I did some very lightly with a dry paintbrush, little bit of gesso back and forth. Only took it to about here because the pocket's going to go on here. So I didn't do the whole thing. I inked it, and then I also stamped a little bit there. And then I took some of my paper from my little book here. I have all this paper that I can work with, and I've taken some stamps and I've got a couple right here that I might be able to use here just to give it a little more zing, if you will. Zing, is that a word? And then this, to create that, I have taken from my little book that said notes, Was that in the center? I don't know. Maybe it was in the center. Because I don't see any more notes. Oh no! Where did my notes go? Okay. So, yeah, okay. Well, there you go. From in the book. And I folded that over to give this strength. And I also used some of this. You can see the grid paper. And I glued that down, and then I coffee dyed over everything. And then, and you can see that I also put a thumb notch in here and edged this with the inks. And then I also went ahead and sanded this to let it match this a little bit more so that it didn't, you know, you can see the difference in the color. And I should have sanded this. In fact, I wonder if it's not too late, if we can maybe, what did I do with my sandpaper? Sandpaper, where are you? Here it is. Okay, maybe just a smidgen. So it all kind of grunges up together. Together again. Sorry for those of you that do not like country music, I apologize. I don't know what made me do it. Okay. I like this. I actually like this little tag. This little pocket thingy, because you got quite a bit of journaling going on here. And what if we put one of these in here? And these I just sprayed coffee and then did stamping. And, you know, I think that, you know, that would kind of be cool. I think we've got a plan, Stan. So let's do that. And I do apologize, you guys, if this is like super long, which I think it probably is. I sincerely apologize, and I will tell my husband that it is his fault. Absolutely. We'll blame everything on him. He'll be so happy. We've had this long-standing, I haven't really done it for a long time, but many years ago, I don't know, we started playing this kind of joke or something that you do, you know, as married couples. You just have your language or whatever you do, right? And it turned into an art, really, art form. I could make anything and everything his fault. And he used to be like, okay, now how are you going to turn that into my fault? And I would proceed, and he'd just be like, oh my gosh. You did. So it was just this little, just a joke we had between the two of us, and sometimes we'd include other people. It'd be like, let's see, how can we make this Brother Winstead's fault? When I was, you know, anyway, just silly stuff, silly stuff. Okay, so now we just need to glue this little pocket on. As you can see, I have created little tucky spotties. Little tucky spotties. And the reason I did that is to give myself a little bit more room. When you glue something flat onto something flat, there's very little give, and you're quite limited as to what you can scooch, if you wills, if I can use the word scooch, in there. And so by, whoops, making a mess, by my adding that little bit of turning that under just a little bit there, it adds it just gives me a little more space, you know. Obviously this needs to dry so that it will be good and taut there, but okay. So, buttons on your shirt. Now, we still have this. So, between this, I have the 2 pages, and I also have the booklet. So there's 3 and 4 because I have the wrapping paper. So I've got 4 items just in this tag. That doesn't count this. So I've got 4 items there, and then here I have the cardboard toothpaste container, so that's 5. And I've got the book again, but I've already counted the book. And I've got the, oh man, now I've lost track. Okay, I had the 2 pages, 2 decorative or magazine pages. So I had these, so that's 2, and then this was 3, and then this is 4, and this is 5, and 6 is the cardboard, and 7 is this card here. Okay, so I've used them all. Okay. Just want to make sure, except this. This is the last thing, and I definitely want to do something with that. This will go in here. Obviously, this is going to be a red kind of dilly. And I like, can I add twine and things like that? I don't know if I can do that. I don't know. No one said. And I don't want to, I don't want to cheat. I did cheat on my 5-item digital challenge for those of you that watched that. Oh my goodness. What a twit. And I didn't even know I was cheating until long after the video was even done. It was just like, what? You gotta be kidding me. But anyway, what's the point? If you're gonna cheat, do it on purpose, but don't cheat. I'm not suggesting that you do that. And this is another stamp. This is a fun little set that I just picked up in Hobby Lobby actually yesterday. Isn't that just cute? Oh, I just thought, oh, yum. So when I get a new fun tool to work with or something like that, then I want to immediately jump on the bandwagon, right, and get something down. And, now I've got all this paper that I can use. And I don't know, it's kind of like, what do you do? I kind of wanted to do some, I don't know. Let's see how this works. This may work, and it may be a complete disaster. let's see. Come on. Come on. Alrighty. Obviously, this does not want to go in after it has been... Aha! 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 Aha ha ha! Aha ha ha ha! Well, let's see. Oops. I thin. Okay. Let's take some more. I'm just trying to create something to give. Ay. Driving me nuts. Ay. La. It just is sticking on that, isn't it? You saw that. Okay. Rather than scream, I'm going to come over here and do this. Okay. And that should prove enough. And let's get a little bit of this for good measure. Okay. Now, wouldn't that be interesting, kind of? We could kind of do a designy-iner kind of dilly. Just to give it a, I don't know, but let's play with it for a minute and see if we want to do something with it a little bit more. You never know how something is going to go. You just have to give it a try. The worst thing that can happen is I hate it. It's super ugly and super ridiculous. And then we'd just be like, okay, fine. It doesn't work. Okay, what could I do here? And what could I do? Like here. Here. Fish natural. You kind of think of this should have a little something. Now I stamped this earlier on some glassine that I had, but then I wondered if it was legal to add that. I wasn't sure that it was legal. So if we could do like a little thingy bopper flower. So what we can do is kind of do sort of the shape of a flower. Okay. And then we could back it on with that. We could coffee dye and do something. Oh, but if I were going to do that, then I should definitely have done that before I glued this together. And then this one could be even smaller. And we could just kind of have this one sort of just be loosey-goosey. Maybe not even. Okay, I'm kind of liking that. So, We're gonna make a flower. We're gonna make a flower to have some flower power. La 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 la. La 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 la. I don't know where that other thing went. I had a frame. I had a frame. All right. Okay. I'm going to continue on, and then I'm going to finish up and just show you the final product because I know this has gone way too long. All right. Be back. Okay. I am done. Here is my finished tag. It has a pocket. This is cute. It's got the little notes on it. We've got a little 3D flower going on here. And we have this wonderful tuck spot with journaling. And we've got this sweet little tiny bit of journaling here. This used to be the business card. This was a Sherry's gift card. This was from the book that had these pages in it. It also had this paper, and I also had this paper. So those are incorporated in there. I had this wrapping paper. Yeah. So I think that's all 7. Okay. So I'm really happy with how this turned out. You know, I just decided rather than cover up all the red, embrace it. Embrace it. Instead of, you know, making it exactly my color palette. Mine is more pink than red. But I do like red. But I just decided to embrace it. And I'm happy with this. I've even signed my tag. I can. Just fun, fun, fun. And even these were taken from part of that page ripped off. I mean, we really, I did not cheat. I did not cheat on this one. I was very faithful. All right, I hope that you have enjoyed this video and that you've got some ideas of your own. So be sure and post your tags or videos on social media with the hashtag Rustic7Challenge. 7 spelled out. All right. Thanks, Barbara, for tagging me and challenging me, and I hope that I did this justice. All right, love you guys. Till next video, have a fabulous day. Bye-bye now.